Alright, third time's the charm. There's been a lot going on with this video, so unfortunately I've had to re-record multiple times. This was supposed to be the second part of the Angel Factory Volume 3 video, and when I went back I discovered that my audio settings had been messed up, so you could not actually hear my commentary. It was so soft it was almost impossible to make out. So I'm actually going back and re-recording commentary over it, because the final game of that was just so epic and became so bonkers that I have to share it. Like, this was just the most ridiculous game I have ever played, and if you saw me ranting on Twitter, you know how it ends. It was a very unfortunate ending to the whole thing, but still a very unique experience that had to be shared. So that's why I'm recording commentary over it. The first time I recorded commentary, it was fine, and then I went to edit something in my movie and hit undo once too many times, and all of a sudden it was gone. And even when I hit redo, like, it had a 20-minute commentary file of silence. So thank you very much, iMovie, for doing that. That was not appreciated at all. So anyway, here we are about 2 minutes into this game of my black-white Angel Factory versus a blue-white life gain kind of mimic deck. We're just seeing the life gain right now. They got 2 Soul Wardens out. I just killed one. They have this 1/5 elephant that they're going to come in with, and I'm immediately going to kill with Swift Response because it was a good setup. This is a strong start to the game. Alright, this really, like, getting the Angel Factory up and running pretty quickly here, where I've got the Youthful Valkyrie to gain strength from every angel that comes out, the Soul Warden and Bishop of Wings to gain life for every angel that comes out. Like, we're starting strong here. I still feel bad about their Reverent Hoplite because, you know, bringing it out with just 2 devotion is kind of sad. Like, it never really did what it was supposed to in this game, so too bad for them, I guess. As you can see from the timestamp, this is about a 30-minute video, but it was actually over a 50-minute game. The way I've handled that as we get later into the game is that I speed up the phases so that they're still in there. I don't skip anything. They just go by really quickly. Alright, and this is officially the Angel Factory up and running, where for every 4 life gain I get, or if I gain 4 life or more in a turn, Valkyrie Harbinger will give me angel tokens. I have Anointed Procession out, so that gives me 2 tokens instead of 1. Alright. But they copied my Harbinger, and they copied my Anointed Procession. So, yeah, that's a problem. Now, for them, every time they gain 4 life or more, they are going to get 4 angels at the end of their turn. This is where I said, I don't know if mimic is the correct terminology for this type of deck, but they win by copying my cards. It's not something I'm particularly a fan of. I think it's kind of evil and sadistic, but it is what it is, and they played it well. and they enchant that friggin' harbinger. It's a bit weird giving commentary having already played through the game. This isn't in real time, and I've actually already watched the video once when I tried to record it the first time, so there's a very different experience giving commentary right now, but I hope it's still entertaining, even if it's different from usual. Alright, this is a very special episode of Serena Gaming. And you can just see now the triggers are starting to pile on. Every creature that comes out, I gain 1 life, they gain 2 life. For every life they gain, their Harbinger gets a token. It's just so much happening. So, I've got Sigil of the Empty Throne out, so now every enchantment I put out gives me 2 tokens with the Anointed Procession. So, yeah, it gives me a couple more angels. I kill their Soul Warden because I'm hoping to at least slow down their life gain. It's a bit too little too late at this point, but c'est la vie. There are a couple misplays I made here. I don't think it will make a difference in the ultimate outcome that you'll see coming up, but enough that I could have done better. And I'll point them out as they become relevant. Another enchantment. Here's one misplay. I trusted the auto-tapper. Never trust the auto-tapper. Alright, because it used up all my black mana, and I wanted to leave one open. Okay, next to combat. If I'd left one black mana open, I would be able to give Seraph of the Scales Death Touch. But I did not do that. Sorry, the screen went a little wonky there for a second. I received a text in the middle of this game, and it shows up in the corner of my screen, so I adjusted the aspect ratio there for a second just so you couldn't read my text messages. Alright, they forgot that I can give one of my creatures +1/+1 during attacking. That allowed me to kill one of the Harbingers. They still gain a lot of life from that, which essentially doubles the power of their Harbinger. They foretell something there, but I don't think they ever play it in this game. Like, I will go to my grave wondering what it is they foretold there. And why they never played it. Sure, let's play Amelia's Call. What could go wrong? Give me 4 more angels. I have to go back and read the text on Amelia's Call. I believe it gives non-angel creatures indestructible. That's what it seems to be. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention now. See, that Harbinger with its huge life gain, I get them down to 3, but because of that life gain, they gained 76 back. And put 76 more tokens on the frickin' thing. What I need is a wipe. Their Harbinger with over 160 power versus my 1/1 spirit. Go, little spirit, go. Go, little spirit, go. Oh, it died. This just got more out of hand. And that's why I needed the black mana. Because if I have black mana open, it means that Seraph of the Scales gets Death Touch and they don't come into attack. See, now I have 1 left open. Let's see if they paid attention to the Seraph of the Scales or not. And these end phases get longer and longer as we go on. And there it is, their 4th Soul Warden. I've already killed 2 of them. So frustrating. This is a misplay. The Furja's Retribution I should have held on to. I didn't need to play it next turn, but I should have left it on top to hold on to. Protection from blue whenever deals combat damage to a player. Yeah, their sort of body and mind didn't really scare me. They were never going to get in to deal damage anyway. Good thing I don't have, enough blockers here. So at this point we are 15 minutes into the video, we're halfway through the video, and we are less than a third of the way through the game, just to give you a sense of where things are going. This is already like epic level Magic games. We're both at over 200 life, more than 10 times your starting life total, and it's just gonna keep going. Yeah, see, I could have had Fierce's Retribution there. Instead I drew land, which is, just what I needed, more land. Yes, the Divine Visitation. This is officially when the Angel Factory is 100% operational. I should have attacked there and didn't. Regret that decision. It's not a major misplay, but yeah, should have attacked there. Just gone all in. And that's when things went really bad. The Helm of the Host is extremely painful, and that's what truly drew this out to absurd and annoying proportions. Because with Anointed Procession and Helm of the Host, they get an additional 2 Harbingers each turn. With 3 Harbingers and an Anointed Procession, they get 6 Angels at the end of their turn. So just with all those extra Angels they're creating and the huge Harbinger, they're ahead of me in life now. But D-Spark, which is just what I needed. Exile that mofo. Now I can attack properly, and since I have Bishop of the Wings, Anointed Procession, and Divine Visitation, for every angel of mine they kill, I get 2 angel tokens. So I'm actually doubling up when they attack. Okay. They are assigning attackers in 2.5 speed. This is where I start speeding certain phases up. Look at all those attackers and blockers. Combat I've never seen. And now this post-combat phase and end phase are in 5 times speed. Angel Factory go brrrr. And this is also where I start getting frustrated, because it starts going through my timeout meter. But, like, there's literally nothing I can do about it, and half of these triggers are theirs anyway. Because they've got 2 Soul Wardens and the currently 2 Harbingers out. And now they have a Johnny's Welcome, which again is just going to add to the whole process. So they have all those triggers. The 2 Soul Wardens, the now 4 Harbingers, and a Johnny's Welcome are all triggering for them. Alright, so we go to their end phase in 5 speed, because look at all they're generating. But also because I gain life, I'm generating. At this point, I don't see any value in playing a Baneslayer Angel, so I just leave it be. Again, assigning blockers in 2.5 speed to help us get through this game. We're almost there. Looks like I didn't speed this up at the right moment, so you'll see some of this phase in normal speed, but again, for every angel they kill, I get 2 back. There we are, sped up a bit. All still my post-combat phase. Now we're in my end phase, and I get frustrated because it's, it's eating up my timeouts here, even though a bunch of these triggers are also theirs, because they are gaining life and generating tokens. And now they throw out another Johnny's Welcome. Please give me a wipe. Just noticed I was at 669 at the end of that turn. Nice. Again, it's their turn, it's their end phase, they are generating tokens and triggers, and that was eating through my timeout phase. So I'm frustrated that I'm eating through the timeouts, so I try to hurry through a turn. I skip attacking that just to try and build up some goodwill, and the next turn they play their own Anointed Procession. So now they are generating 4 Harbingers per turn. So each of those Harbingers, they're at 10 Harbingers. Each Harbinger will generate 4 angels at the end of their turn. And I think at this point I was just praying and begging for a wipe. Like, if I had to shatter the skies here, it would have been beautiful. It would have been like the ultimate end to this. Alright, I throw out another Youthful Valkyrie because I do consider that kind of useful. One of the other major misplays I've had going on is I just kept forgetting to attack with Youthful Valkyrie. Like, it's got over 100 tokens on it at this point. It would take them 40 of their angels or whatever just to kill it. So I would have considered that worthwhile, just to cut back on their angels once. I go in for an attack with 80 angels here. They're not sure what to do. It takes them a while to assign blockers. This here is the most ridiculous combat phase I have ever seen in my life of playing Magic. Look at that. And now we're going to my post-combat and end phase in 5 times speed. Because, they killed, 40 or 50 of my angels, which means I get either 80 or 100 back. It's just so many, and it, again, goes through my timeouts, which makes sense, but it's also, there's nothing I can do about it. With the combinations of triggers on the field, well, some of them mine, some of them theirs, there's nothing I can do to prevent this from happening. And it's warning me, please take a different action or the game will end in a draw. And I would have accepted that. I would have accepted a draw at this point. If the server said, sorry, you are just working us too hard, you both need to chill out, I would have accepted that. It would have been sad, because I want to know who would have ultimately won this game. But, I'm just sitting there, there's not much I can do. So I am out of timeouts. It's still going through my timeout meter. Alright, their turn. They generate 4 more of their harbingers. My goodness. Then we go into their end phase, and it starts eating through their timeouts. And they're now generating, 14 times. They're generating 56 angels at the end of each turn. And here's where it changes. If you haven't acted recently, act soon or you'll concede the game. That is not fair. It's not my turn. It forces my turn, it doesn't let me play, skips to their turn, doesn't let them play, and forces me to concede. What was that? I'm so angry about the end of that. WotC really, I think, screwed us both over, but me more so than them. So that was the Epic Angel match. Alright.